Hello and welcome to prompt number 121. Let's have some fun. Okay, here we go. Oh gosh, we've got 4 blacksmith, 4-wheeler, crossroads, and cowboy. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. So who's ready for the biggest cop-out in the prompt history since the old dragon and tombstone? I will never forget that prompt. It was the worst. So this is just one of those prompts where it's just like, there is such a variety of things and I don't know how I'm going to get these to go together without just doing something like putting it on a t-shirt or something. So I don't know, I have a cowboy with its horse in the background watching a blacksmith ride a 4-wheeler. My favorite sketch out of the batch is the second one in the top right corner where it's a blacksmith sitting on top of a crossroad sign, having had crashed into the sign with the 4-wheeler, and the cowboy's there like, what you doing? The third sketch is a mechanical horse that the blacksmith is working on and the cowboy is sitting on it and they are fist bumping for some reason. And at this point, the last sketch, I was just like, mechanical 4-wheel horse, cowboy, blacksmith? I don't know, I give up. So I don't know, the sketches were all over the place. I had a few silly ideas, but you guys, I'm on such a roll with liking my art instead of pushing myself to improve. Ha ha ha. Worst artist ever. I am also, not to use this as an excuse, but I have a lot going on outside of making videos right now, like a lot of travel. When you watch this video, I will be in Germany, and then I'm going to be going to a convention in 2 weeks, and the week before this one, I was out of town for a few days, and I feel like there's just been so much going on outside of my work life that I'm really struggling to keep up, but I'm doing my best, you guys. I am doing my ding-dang best. Definitely not complaining. I am very thankful for all of my opportunities, and I feel like I'm doing really good with keeping up with my work. It's just sometimes things start to mold around the time that I do have, and sometimes I end up drawing something easy just to make sure that I keep up. Please forgive me. That said, the penciling is already done and we are already into inking, so let's talk about this piece and how much I copped out, but at the same time, still technically drew the prompts. Maybe the only reason why I'm forgiving this one over the dragon and tombstone is because I actually like this art in comparison to the dragon and tombstone. Hate that illustration. I mean, technically I definitely drew the dragon and I definitely drew the tombstone, so I don't know why I'm even calling that a cop-out. It was just a bad, quick drawing. Let's just move on. We're moving on. Okay, so I really did want to draw one of the sketches that I had in the sketchbook, but I don't know, wasn't feeling it. I just knew I was going to end up trying to do something that I hated, and with how much I am pushing myself to get things done for trips, I just don't have time for a redo, so I am playing it quite a bit safe. So I was thinking about the sketches, and I was thinking about art, as I do. Something you will see soon is I am getting into more traditional painting, like on canvas and stuff, like what you think of when you think of a real artist. So with my current obsession of painting on canvas, I thought it would be really cute to have me just so enthusiastic about painting and being in a gallery or something, like, look at me, look at all these canvas arts I've done. And on one hand, I was like, Kasey, you really should make this another character, because the whole point of the prompt series is to come up with new ideas, and drawing myself is not a new idea. It doesn't come up with any new ideas, nothing fresh, it's just me and some art. So this isn't the most creative in that aspect. So yeah, it's me in front of a bunch of art. Something I've always wanted to do is have my own art show or gallery, but because I work so small with my watercolor pieces, they're 5x7, 8x10, sometimes 11x14. And I just feel like when you think of an art gallery, you think really large paintings. So this is me being enthusiastic about the possibility of maybe doing that one day. So I just drew a bunch of frames in a variety of sizes and shapes, and I drew me in front of it, presenting it, but also the gallery itself is kind of worn down, there's cracks on the walls. And also I drew a little mouse friend next to me on the ground, also showing off their piece of artwork in the same exact pose as me. I just thought that was a cute little detail to put on the ground. Maybe that little mouse is our creativity for this art. Wow, that is so sad. It's like Ratatouille, but with art. So maybe the mouse actually makes all of my art and I'm actually garbage. Ha. So yeah, I painted all of the frames in a goldish color because I thought that would be funny to, I don't know, gold frames just seem like, look how great this art is, and also my last name is Golden, so I had to do that. I measured all of the art itself with a ruler to make sure it was a nice, even square or rectangular shape. But when it came to the frames itself, or at least the ones that were decorated, I thought it would be more interesting to have them maybe with more personality, to hand draw them instead of also measure things and make sure they're perfect. I really tried to embrace the imperfections when it comes to my art, especially when it comes to digital art. So I think when you don't measure every little thing and make it all perfect, it definitely gives it more personality, and I like that. So the mouse, me, the frames and everything was painted. I have my skirt hiked up to my boobs because I just thought it would be goofy and funny. Just me looking like a big idiot, you know? Anyways, so when it came to the art in the frames, after I had painted myself and I was ready to start painting the art, originally when I got into this, I was thinking, okay, I'm going to play around with a really painted, nice watercolor style. It's going to look like actual art. I'm not going to use line work. I am just going to make this look like actual paintings. But once I finished me and I was ready to start painting, I thought it would be really funny if each painting was just like a stick figure of the prompt and just the most simple and worst drawings, because it would really drive the point home that I'm a big idiot. Okay, I know it sounds like I'm really self-deprecating, but I really don't think I'm that big of a stupid idiot. It's just, I think it's more fun of a character to play than thinking I'm the best ever and having too much confidence. I don't know, I'm sorry, I said I was a big idiot like 7 times in this video. I don't actually, well, I kind of believe it. Anyways, moving on. Between wanting to do realism but also thinking it would be funny to make these really simple, stupid drawing arts, I decided to go with some very simple and abstract stuff. So sometimes I would just do some simple shapes and then draw in the character. So our blacksmith is on the left side. We have a blacksmith mask thing and an anvil and just a very simple pencil of the character on top of that stuff. So that's our blacksmith. Next to the blacksmith, we have our cowboy. I just drew a square and then I drew a cowboy over it because art. There are 3 paintings with clouds, and I do kind of wish I had made all of these cloud themed because it was kind of fun. I really do like to draw like the sky and clouds and stuff, so I kind of wish I made that the theme, but it was already too late. I had already done a abstract dentist in the top left corner. Under that, we do have an underwater abstract-y shape thing with penciled fish. Next to that, we have a blood thing because why not? These weren't planned, I just kind of winged it. Our crossroads is at the bottom. We have crossroads with a sign penciled in or inked in and a cat and some birds. At the very top we have space because why not? And next to the space we have a 4-wheeler, which is the biggest cop-out of this prompt. I think my favorite out of all of these is the really tall skinny one. It's this guy with the balloon. I just think it's so simple but so cute. I love the layering of the watercolors. And of course, you know, the biggest piece, the biggest art in this gallery is a big ol' sky with an anthill and an ant penciled in. Also, props to you if you noticed every single time I said I penciled something in when in reality I meant to say I inked it in with a pen. And there you go. This is this prompt. All of the prompts are technically there. They're just, you know, they're just. Okay. Can't wait to see what you guys do for this crazy variety of prompts, and I will see you at the end card. Last week's prompts were wheelchair and scarf, and you guys had quite a variety, and you got really creative with your wheelchairs. Our first featured artist is What If Whales Fly. I loved how different your style is. It's almost abstract. I love the colors, the energy, and just overall, it just really stood out, and I enjoyed this piece. So thank you so much. Our second featured artist is the Drawing Prompts Appropriately Named, who again created this somewhat abstract piece. I just love the reflection and all of the colors and different objects and different details and things happening in this piece. They're just so much going on and it really stood out to me. It's just so colorful and different and I really enjoyed it. So thank you so much to everyone who joined in and I can't wait to see what you do for next week's prompts. Bye!